Hey guys, Bart Nellinger, CEO of Progressive Dental. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk to you about some of the key challenges that oral surgeons face when it comes to purchasing a new website that'll be effective in attracting those quality, fee-for-service patients that we all want. We have to remember that a website should only be one piece of an overall marketing strategy designed to position you as the expert in your field. So if you don't have a marketing strategy, that should take priority before purchasing a website or any other marketing tactic. Now, once that marketing strategy is completed, the tactical approach is usually pretty straightforward. I'm going to do my best to bring you guys up to speed on the basics so you can get a good understanding of what's to come in the future and some things to consider before you buy the new website. One of the biggest problems that oral surgeons run into is deciding which marketing company to work with. The reason why this can be a problem is because many times marketing people forget that the purpose of developing a website for a specialist like an oral surgeon is to attract specialty procedures. Oral surgeons usually don't buy a website to act as an online business card. I mean, if you only need a website to be visible for people that are already looking for you or your practice, you can get those for free these days. What you're interested in is a website designed and developed to consistently attract quality, new patients, and specific cases. This is a huge topic amongst the specialty right now because it allows you to grow your practice and diversify with some direct-to-public or unattached patients in order to offset or mitigate your risk of getting less referrals from general dentists. The fact that you're on our website leads me to believe that you're well up to speed on some of the different factors affecting today's referral trends like corporate dentistry, dentists placing their own implants, or the all under one roof business model. So no need to go in depth on any of those topics. Instead, let's get right to the marketing and the website situation since that's why you're here. The problem for oral surgeons and the main reasons why most of them are not successful in marketing direct to the public is because most of the time they're entrusting their website or marketing strategy to a company that knows very little about dentistry and even less in regards to oral surgery. This is why the websites you see out there basically look the same, right? Who you are, a bunch of services that you provide, and how to contact you. I mean, that's about as sophisticated as it gets for most oral surgery websites. Just because your website tells people about every single procedure that you offer doesn't mean it's compelling or that it will result in any new patients. That's an issue because it doesn't address the main obstacle standing in your way from attracting those large fee-for-service cases that we all want. And what's that obstacle? Easy, it's commoditization. If there isn't a clear separation between you and the general dentist or corporate dental practices in your area, they're simply going to offer procedures that are perceived to be the same by the public at a lower price. That's why many of the patients that call your practice immediately ask about price, because they place no value on your process, the predictability, or your clinical outcomes. Make no mistake about it, commoditization is the number one obstacle standing in your way from attracting those types of patients. If you're falling into the category, or if you fall into the category of marketing your services and your products, you will have adopted the exact same strategy as the price-focused general dentists that are advertising in your area. And hey, it's a great strategy if you're the cheapest, but if not, we really need to create something different. So the question is, and this is where strategy comes into play, what can we market that will be impossible for a competitor to attach a price tag to? The answer is simple. Market your real product. Your real product is your patient's experiences, your clinical outcomes, and your expertise. All things that you cannot put a price tag on. Think about it. There's no way to put a fair market value or a $99 special on what that before and after photo means to a patient. We specialize in developing creative and compelling websites by adhering to a few critical areas. And the first thing to understand is that absolutely everything will come down to these three things. Number one, your patient testimonials and your stories. Number two, those before and after clinical photos. And number three, your expertise or your experience. That has to be the core messaging in which everything supports. We utilize videography, photography, copywriting, and advanced design techniques to create consistent and compelling content in order to make you a great website. I don't care who builds your website. Without great patient testimonials, doctor videos, and great before and after clinical photos, it won't be successful in attracting those big cases on a consistent basis. Now, after the content has been created and the content's compelling, and we've collected all of the assets, we can begin to create the website and start to target those specific cases. Keyword being specific. The key to any effective marketing strategy lies in its specificity. For instance, most of your competitors will have a goal revolving around how many new patients they want, right? The term new patients is way too general. We need to know what kind of new patients, what type of cases that we're going to be targeting before we can even start building the website. Then we can create pages consistent with the common search terms that each target patient will be looking for. Oral surgeons are at a huge advantage over other specialists and dentists because of your unique ability to treat specific complex surgical cases. We can utilize several different markets to attract patients like dental implants, third molar extractions, and orthognathic surgery, to name a few, each of which have their own subsection of procedures and outcomes to market and get patients from. Your advantage is that you specialize in these specific areas, so your marketing strategy should do the same. For instance, what do most doctors that want more implants advertise? They advertise dental implants. That's what it's all about. That's all the dialogue. And that's about as specific as it gets. Instead of marketing dental implants, we would break that up into several targeted campaigns like full arch immediate load cases, implants in the aesthetic zone, or failing and alien implants, to name a few. Most marketing companies couldn't really tell you how or why oral surgeons have an advantage in those areas, or even that the areas exist. That's why you end up just marketing dental implants like everyone else. You spend a lot of money, but ultimately, the campaign produces price shoppers that don't really convert for you. We specialize in marketing for oral surgeons and other specialists, and over the last 8 years, we've tested many different campaigns in many different markets. It's pretty tough to create a great marketing or a specific marketing campaign if you don't have any education as far as the oral surgery specialty. It would be like us working with dermatologists, wouldn't know where to start. So please take your time, browse through some different websites that we've created, look at some of the different campaigns that have been successful for other oral surgeons around the country. And once you finish, the next step would be to fill out the form at the bottom of the page or call our headquarters and request a time for that complimentary strategy session. This will allow us to recap the goals for the practice, define the target cases that you want, and ultimately come up with a long-term strategy for you to grow your practice and hit your goals. And keep in mind, that strategy session won't be with some new sales rep that I just hired. It'll be with myself or our VP of Marketing, Jarrett Cora. So enjoy your time on our site, and I look forward to speaking with you and helping you through your project. Have a great day.